let's clean a silicone mermaid tail together. Last week, I was scooting around on the floor of Ovo, LASIK, and Lens in my Sparta tail. While their office is pretty much spotless, even clean floors are a little dirty if you drag yourself around like a mop. Obviously, I need to grab my silicone mermaid tail. So here's me pretending it lives in the woods and not in the house because that was so much easier to film. I like to grab my silicone mermaid tails around the fluke and gently along the body of the scales. Carefully set your silicone mermaid tail down on a non-abrasive surface. It doesn't really matter which side is facing up since we'll be cleaning both sides of your tail. Turn on your hose and use the jet or full setting on your garden hose nozzle. I will include a link to my Amazon storefront with everything you need in case you don't have all of the supplies. Spray the outside of your tail from the scale base to the tip of the fluke to get rid of any dirt, algae, or grime. Then, hose off the inside of your tail carefully by inserting the hose nozzle into the opening of your silicone mermaid tail and spray water in a circular motion so that it hits as many areas inside of your tail as possible. If you're able to shoot a stream of water into the monofin foot pockets, that'll help break up any leftover lube, so do that if you can. Now turn off your hose nozzle, remove the hose, and shove your hand into the opening of your mermaid tail. Make sure you roll up your sleeves or your arms will be getting a bath they didn't sign up for. Rub your hand all over the inside of your mermaid tail from the top of the scale base all the way down to as close to the monofin as you can reach without hurting yourself or your tail. This will help loosen up any stubborn dirt, algae, or lube. If you can, try to gently rub the inside of the foot pockets of the monofin as well. Remove your arm from the tail before gently tilting the fluke of the tail to allow some water to drain. If your silicone mermaid tail does not have drainage holes in the fluke, please skip this step, except for the part about removing your arm from the tail. You'll still want to do that. Carefully hoist your tail over your shoulder or lift it however is safe for you and your tail to allow the remaining water to drain out of the scale base. Flip your silicone mermaid tail over and repeat these steps on the other side. I know it may seem a little silly to rinse the inside of the tail twice, but this really does help to ensure that you get the bulk of the sand, algae, and lube, and whatever else might be in your tail out of your tail. If I notice any stubborn stains on my tail, I like to use some silicone-free hair conditioner and a damp towel to wipe those away. This conditioner does contain coconut oil, which I have heard can degrade silicone faster, so use this step at your own risk. That said, I've had this tail since 2016, and while it is starting to show its age, I'd say it's in pretty great shape. If you use conditioner to help remove stains, make sure to hose off your tail really well to get all of the conditioner off of it. If you follow these steps, your tail should be nice and clean and beautiful. Don't forget to dry your tail really well after each cleaning, so please watch this video to learn how to dry your silicone mermaid tail properly.